Hello everyone and welcome to your Esports Rundown for the last day of February 28th, 2025. Honestly, at least to my knowledge, it's not a big week in esports. Had a lot of stuff last weekend. Gonna be having a lot of stuff the following weekend, but this one's kind of a little bit of a low period. As we start in fighting games, there's pretty much nothing. Coming up, the anality, I looked at it, there wasn't really many players there wasn't even any notable players in this Wikipedia, so I really don't know. I'm going to go quickly over the stuff that happened last weekend, because we had the MK Pro Championship, which, from the outside looking in, looked like one of the funniest tournaments ever. Sonic Fox was able to take it. Pretty unsurprisingly, he's just the GOAT. But they brought out a mariachi band. I think the trophy was a sombrero. They had fun down there in Mexico. And the Casablanca thing happened. HSN got the SNK World Finals for King of Fighters, and then Guppy got it for Samurai Showdown. And then, not even last but not least, I was about to say, we have the European Cup Tekken Finals. Nino took that. It was a very good tournament. I think I showed some of the bracket stage. I don't know for sure. Big thing, I think, in terms of the group stage, Daniel Mato not making it out and Jod not making it out are the two big ones, I would say. And then the bracket kind of panned out, I think, the way most people thought. Nino was looking really, really good this tournament. Joka would normally be, I think, #1 in EU. But Nino was just better on the day, and I also think Kuma's in a really, really good spot. So it's kind of one of those where it's a double-edged sword. So yeah, good amount of Clives in this, which I enjoyed watching. Yeah, that was one of the last big Tekken tournaments before the Season 2, I believe, which was also announced and is coming. There are some other changes, but I'm not technical with Tekken yet, so I can't really say too much to it. And then last but not least, was Master Cup this? Yeah, this was another Tekken tournament. I don't know really any of these names, so here you go. They're sponsored. I don't know if they're streamers or if they're players, but yeah, there you go. And then Street Fighter Pro League. FlyQuest won and is going to the Street Fighter World Championship, and Punk just looked amazing. This Bandits team was extraordinarily good. The Fighting Spirit game looks closer. That was all Zhen. Zhen won 2 sets against Mena, I believe, which got the game closer. C9 didn't really stand a chance, but when it got to FlyQuest, Punk just kind of ran it. Both Kimberlys did well earlier, don't get me wrong. Shine and Psycho both took down people on Bandits, but Punk won the 2 20-point matches and then won the decider against the Dawson player. So we have the SFL World Championships finalized. It's going to be NIP with Phenom, Veggie, Big Bird, and Angry Bird, which is a terrifying squad. A good 8 squad, Gachagoon, Kwana, Pujera, and Mochi, also terrifying. And then FlyQuest with Punk, Chris, CCH, Psycho, and Shine. Honestly, looking at it, I would say FlyQuest is the underdog. Even though I think FlyQuest might be one of the best if not the best player, one of the best players in the world, I think the depth of the other teams might provide them more. But we'll see. I'm super excited for it. Is anything happening in Smash? Let's look at Luminosity Madness. Yeah, okay, so Luminosity Madness is a Miami, Florida tournament. I feel like was this a part of Let's Play Moose? I don't know. But yeah, a lot of players going. Sonic, Tweak, Leo, Meister, Mars. And then those guys kind of will bring a lot more. Mudace is going, Louis Money, Cosmos, ESAM, MVD, Goblin, Void. M2K is going, but I think he's mostly for the melee, probably. If there is melee. But yeah, this would be a fun tournament for people to watch. Let me look at the Cavalier Clash. Cavalier Clash is another one in Charlottesville, Virginia. Which I'm just kind of surprised this is a big tournament. If it's just a UVA tournament. But Spargo, Gluto, Light, Cola, the Buzz are going. So there's gonna be a lot of really good Smash. Jackal's gonna be there. Mr. E. Yeah, that's gonna be a really good tournament as well. Actually, technically a little bigger than the Luminosity one. So yeah. Gamescom, Spargo got 4th. I don't know these other guys, so I can't really speak too much. Gluto also got 5th. Well, there's a Japanese tournament that I know nothing about. Done with this. Sweet. Okay, let's go to Overwatch, I think. Sorry, I keep muting and stuff. I am pretty sick right now, so I've been coughing, and I'm trying not to cough into the mic, because that's very rude to you guys. Let's start with Asia. Japan has, I believe, finished up. Well, they've been decided on who's moving forward. Varel has beaten Lazuli, and Vortex Wolf has beaten Yam. The Lazuli Varel game was really, really good. Vortex Wolf definitely just looked better than the entire time. So this game is just for seeding. Both of them have made it to the Asia normal stage. So I'm very interested to see how they will do being able to go against the Korea's top teams. I'm not expecting much, obviously, but like Varel, the all-Japanese team, and then Vortex Wolf does have Edison and Kalios. So it'd be interesting to see the dichotomy between those two. Let's go to Korea. So, as we're talking, Zeta was able to beat Crazy Raccoons. So Crazy Raccoons is going to the lower bracket. Wei lost again. And then, in shocking manner, Wei beat T1 4-1. So that's a huge disappointment for T1 to not make it. Crazy Raccoon destroyed for the gamer. So, the 4 teams in that playoff seeding qualifier pretty much ended the same way, and they're going to be playing each other for the semifinals and grand finals, which I think just matter for seeding for the next tournament. And I think that is happening this weekend. Yeah, tomorrow, and then this is Sunday. That hurts as a T1 fan. Hopefully they figure it out. Because I had a little bit more hope at the start of the season. This, I think, is in the same, yeah. If Mika fan clubs win, they get through. So what I really care about. And then China actually has info. And the page. There's no teams yet. Never mind. I don't know what the open qualifiers are. I know there's teams being formed and some teams that probably should be making it, but I don't want to count my chickens until I see the teams actually qualify. We had the final standings for EU. VertPro made it top seed. Team Peps was able to win through tiebreaker somehow. Maybe it's their tiebreakers head to head? I don't know. So VertPro, I think this is starting tomorrow actually. Okay. Vert Pro will be playing Genji Team Peps versus Al Kassid or Kasaya. Please correct me. Twisted Minds will be facing the losers of these matches, and the Ultimates will be facing the loser of these matches. I think so this will be all that's happening this weekend, and then the upper bracket and grand finals and lower bracket will be done next weekend. And then for North America, there was an upset. I believe is it NTMR beat Timeless? Look. Or NTMR beat SSG. Or no, they beat TL. And then SSG beat Timeless. Okay. I remember one of SSG or Team Liquid lost. So this is what the playoffs looking like. It's gonna be Space Station versus Timeless at TMR versus Liquid, and losers play Avidity and Rad. Same system, March 8th, March 9th, March 9th, March 8th, and then this will be this weekend. Yeah, not much else to say other than there's a lot of Overwatch happening and a lot of good Overwatch, and now we're in the playoffs, and so it's a little bit more high stakes, so it's fun. Let's go to COD. I almost forgot about them. I believe they finished up their minor qualifications. Yes, because the minor is starting right now, this week. Just going into the regular season stuff. Optic has not won a map. They have looked tragic. And I was talking to a buddy who is an Optic fan, and he's just like, they fundamentally have not remembered how to play the game. Like, you can't even like blame slaying for them. It's just they're just picking bad fights. They're not doing anything that they need to be doing. So they're a complete mess. But other results: Carolina's got the 3-0, Miami 3-0. Lots of 3-0s in the first day. Atlanta, Carolina, and Surge and Ultra all looking solid as normal. And LA just kind of asserting their dominance over Toronto. So going to the minor, that's happening all this weekend, I believe. It is only single elim. So this is actually one I'm circling. Because if Optic Texas loses to Falcons, that is unbelievable. Where is this actually? Oh, this is just online. Okay. Like, if they lose to Falcons, that is just abysmal. I think this Minnesota Rocket versus C9 game will also be pretty good. Same with Boston versus Surge. I think really should be able to take care of it. The mates. Yeah, that is all happening today, and 4 hours my time, but for whoever is watching this and when, check. If it's on Friday, then it's started, but this will be happening all the 28th, March 1st, and March 2nd. And then R6 is in the off-season, Apex in the off-season, so we kind of just get to skip those still. Actually, Apex doesn't have anything going on. They have qualifiers going on this weekend, but I don't talk about qualifiers. It's too much. Just be aware there's qualifiers, I guess, if you really want to be an Apex fan. Let's go CS. CS has nothing going on right now, but ESL Pro League is starting this weekend. Here are all the invited teams based on the VRS Global, and then different challengers events throughout the year. So stage 1 will be a Swiss stage to then feed into stage 2, which is another Swiss stage, and then into the playoff. Here are your first matchups. I won't go through every single one, but just be aware it's happening. Really good CS Pro League is always a fun time to watch. It's an offline thing, so it's super fun. Going to Valorant, which is happening right now. the playoffs have started. I don't think I went over the low matches. T1 was able to 2-0 DRX. Actually, no, I don't think I went over a lot of this stuff. Yeah, so Vitality beat DRX, EDG beat G2, and then T1 beat Trace, and TL beat Sentinels. T1 took down DRX, and G2 took down TL, and so it made it to the playoffs, where it was a very close game between EDG and T1, and EDG very closely squeaked it out, and then G2 slammed them in the upper bracket final. And then we had T1 beating Vitality in the lower bracket, ensuring that extra VCT point. And then EDG and T1 will be facing tomorrow for the opportunity to play G2 in the final. I believe that is finishing this weekend. Correct. So 6 a.m. EST, so it's going to be early for people who want to watch it. And then we're going to go to League, where I don't think I went over LTA. Team Liquid ended up winning it all. I think I remember saying Flack was going to win it, beat 100 Thieves, and they just choked. Like, frankly, it was bad. It was a huge choke job from FlyQuest. And it showed in the finals because Team Liquid just kind of dog walked 100 Thieves. And so we're still sending a good representative. I do think that still FlyQuest TL are the top 2 teams in this region. So I'm glad at least one of them went. And then I think I went over all this stuff. HLE won. Or no, I didn't. Yeah. HLE was able to beat Gen G in a 3-2 series. It was super entertaining. Highly suggest going back and watching it. Honestly, kind of had a good amount of stomps left and right, and then like the last game was kind of the edge of your seat. And then we'll go through LPL first. They are in their playoffs, like I think I mentioned last week. JDG took down TT. Anyone Legends beat NIP 3-2. Billy took down Weibo, and then Revenge on TT. Top Esports beat the 2 Group D members, Invictus Gaming and then NIP. And Top has just been going on a run, beating Billy, beating JDG, who lost to Anyone's Legend, and then in the finals is going to be Anyone's Legend versus Top Esports tomorrow morning. Personally, I'm hoping for Anyone's Legends just to have a new LPL representative. I don't think Top Esports is bad to the slightest. 369 Kanavi Cream, Jackie Love is just great. I love Jackie Love, but I think I want to have just kind of a new org there. I think that'd be fun. I also love the logo. The Anyone's Legend logo is kind of fire. And then the LEC has been happening, and it's been kind of chaotic. Two O's back and forth. Fnatic threw this game against Team BDS, and then BDS threw it even harder, so Fnatic was able to win. It was real bad. Koi took care of Giant X, and Giant X just, they do not look as good as they did in the regular season. I don't know what happened, but their fall has just been dramatic. So this is wrapping up this weekend, where we have Koi versus Fnatic for me in 2 hours. And then we'll have the winner playing Carmine Corp, and then G2 playing the winner of that to go to the last stand. Let me look at the dates. Or first stand, sorry, not last stand. First stand is starting March 10th, so it's a lot quicker of a turnaround, thankfully. And it's just going to be in Lowell Park in Seoul, so no crazy crowd, but it's going to be top teams playing against top teams, and it's going to be fun. I'm super excited. Especially with Fearless. Remember, it is Fearless, and Fearless is good, and Riot should really just adopt Fearless for every single format. In Dota, we're still wrapping up Dream League. We are all the way into, I think I mentioned Stage 2. Here are the results for Stage 2. Paravision and Tundra got buys, and then Team Spirit and Chimera are starting in the lower bracket. Falcons slightly missed, same with Bet Boom. Team Liquid and Heroic seemingly a little bit outclassed. Tomorrow will be Paravision versus Tundra, and then same with Spirit versus Chimera, and then March 2nd will be the lower bracket final and the grand final. And then I think PGL Wallachia, that's a name, will be starting on the 8th. So that I'll talk about that next week. And then finally, and this is actually going to be a quick one, because I'm able to get through a lot of stuff. Like I said, there's a lot happening. Kind of spoiled. RLCS is happening, and in Europe, that's okay. I have to do this, and then I'll go to Europe. Geek went on a run. There's just no other ways to say it. Geek they destroyed on that final day. They were so hot. They destroyed Redemption, they destroyed Dig, and then they destroyed Carmine Corp. Vitality took down NIP, and then that pretty much denied them from the major. This might be GK, I think they were saying. But yeah, so GK Esports is able to make it to the major along with Carmine Corp, Dignitas, and Vitality. Just heartbreak for NIP, really. Like, Carmine Corp dropped the ball. There's people saying that they dropped the ball intentionally. They did not. I refuse to believe that Carmine Corp was scared of NIP and through. But so this is happening now. Oh yeah, it was South America. We have Furia, unsurprisingly, going through, losing to Godfidence in the final. Mostly just because Secret is on the safe side of the bracket as them. But so I believe it is Secret and Furia going to the major, which is surprising to no one. And I'll get this out of the way as well. APAC, to the shock of no one, Luminosity won again. And so they will be going to the major, and that was already confirmed. But I think that just means they're pretty much going to every single major this year. And then Mina, I think, is happening right now. Yes, Mina's happening right now. It should just be Team Falcons. Yeah. Oceania, I think, is very up for grabs right now. So yeah, the Power put themselves in a really bad spot already. Same with Strim's World. But TSM versus Wildcard, Chiefs versus 2-man will determine pretty much if you get into top 4 or not. I don't know the standings. Wildcard is in the lead. Chiefs and TSM are tied, so there's only a 5-point difference. So if Wildcard makes the finals, they're in. I think pretty much like whatever 2 teams make the finals are going to be in the major. I could be wrong, but that's just how you can think about it. I'm going to pick some on real quick. And then in North America, I don't think they've gone through. Yeah, they will be doing all of this still. But the big thing to look at before the rest of this tournament goes down later today, I think. Yeah, later today. One of 9 Lives, NRG, Shopify Rebellion, Space Station, and Ultimates will be knocked out. There are 5 top teams in that bracket, and there are 4 spots out of that Group B. So it will be very interesting to see who goes down. I think that top side of the bracket is a lot scarier. But I think, like, as a Shopify fan, I'm looking at it. I think Shopify can make it through and pass the Space Station and just qualify outright in the upper bracket. This Energy 9 Lives game is going to be real tough. And on the other side, it would be remiss to say This will be JNAP's last regional as a professional player. That one hurt. as a Rocket League fan, that would have hurt. So I'm rooting for them to just go on a run. They're playing Gen G first, and then we'll be facing Complexity after that. So it's a tough bracket, but the lower bracket is not as strong, so they might be able to get through that way. And I think that's about it. There's gonna be a lot of Rocket League this weekend. Just pick and choose, and then pretty much we'll figure out Birmingham. There is a way, I guess, that Pioneers make it. I don't see it, but I think they have to win it all. And then Footballist is looking pretty good in SSA versus Limitless. And it is already TM and Team Falcons. Okay. Yeah. So it'll be a lot of good Rocket League. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know if I am. I don't know. We'll see when I'm looking this over. Just fun thing at the end. Wolf Click won the European International Championship for Pokemon. And that was also fun to watch. So, I've been starting to shoot with face cam. I'm gonna not have face cam for this, unless people really want it for some reason. I don't think there's necessary. I think I'm just ruining the information on the screen. So, have any feedback? Let me know. If you'd like to like the video, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.